It has been a while since I uploaded my last video onto this channel, but today I'm starting off with a brand new update. And going forward, I'm going to keep you updated on the latest of investments and income ETFs. What I've been doing for the past month, instead of downloading new videos, what I did is I made update on community post. So if you follow me on community post, you will see I have a daily brief on the markets. You can see, for example, here Amazon powers the rally, and that was the July 31st. So I've been making this for the past month. Every day I kept making a new update. As you can see today, I made the last one was Nvidia, which there is going to be Nvidia earning tomorrow. So if you want to get update on that, make sure you can watch or you can look at my community post here. I'm going to keep you updated on everything. And this is what I usually say. For example, I click on that one and then I'm going to keep you update here. Let's make it smaller. And this is kind of things I usually say. For example, you can see here, tech rebound, Nvidia tomorrow. Wall Street bounced back today as technology stock recovered ahead of Nvidia's earnings Wednesday. Falling treasury yields and sharply lower oil prices also helped in settlements. And then I have a market update. We have S&P 500, I put return, we have NASDAQ, we have Dow, and I keep going with an update of that day. So this is a daily brief that I always write. So for example, here you can see Nvidia, the big event. Nvidia reports tomorrow after the closure of the market, of course. That's 4 p.m. and that's Eastern time. Option trader are pricing roughly 5.4% move in either direction, equivalent to around 280 billion in market value. And that's, of course, Nvidia, right? Because Nvidia is huge right now. Investor will be watching AI chip demand, margins, and future AI infrastructure spending. All drops hard. West Texas fall 3.1% to 82.36 per barrel. And I have what to watch. That's what to watch every day. I keep you updated on what to watch the following day. So for example, for tomorrow, you're going to look at Nvidia earnings. You're going to look at the US PCE inflation. We have semiconductor reaction to Nvidia earnings, of course. And we have Fed expectations, which we're going to see that on Thursday. And we have things passive takeaway. So I have here tomorrow is a potentially a major market moving day. Nvidia tests the AI rally while PCE tests the interest rate outlook. A strong Nvidia outlook plus friendly inflation data could be a powerful combination for growth stocks. That's the takeaway. So please make sure you follow these. It's very important. Usually I have a good reaction in these updates, but what thing I just want you to do is to make sure you leave comments if you have any questions. The major thing I'm going to update you today is on YieldMax joins force with Roundhill, and I'm going to show you how that happens. So here, Roundhill has this one of the popular ETFs. Unfortunately, this ETF doesn't pay huge distribution, but the return of this is very impressive. Check this. Since it was incepted not that long ago, that was in April, it has returned over 100%. So if you invested your money, you have gained quite a bit and is very diversified. The main news from YieldMax today is that YieldMax introduced a portfolio option income strategy ETF on memory and storage, YRAM. I'm going to show you by launching this ETF, YRAM, YieldMax has effectively joined force with Roundhill. So stick with me here in a bit. This is an official YieldMax website. You can see here YieldMax memory and storage portfolio option income is going to pay weekly. So this is going to be different from DRAM, that's from Roundhill, because that one pays annually, but it has a greater return. So if you just want a return, I think DRAM will do well. But if you want some return and income, YRAM will be the ETF for you. Distribution rate is going to be announced, but I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit higher distributions because of the memory stock's nature of volatility. And if you look at the performance, this is brand new. There's nothing there. If we go down here, there's more details. You can see it was incepted August 24, which was yesterday. But of course, It start trading today, usually incepted the day after the market closure, and then the next day it start trading, and ticker symbol is YRAM. If we look at the price that's coming out, $50. And management expense ratio is any other YieldMax ETFs is 0.99. What else? What else? Distribution, it's going to be announced, and whenever they announce the distribution, I'm going to let you know. So what is interesting about this ETF is that 40% of this is going to be invested in DRAM. Remember, this is a DRAM from Roundhill. This is Roundhill memory. So if you invest in YRAM, almost half of your portfolio is going to be in Roundhill. All right, they have Micron here, it's 15%. They have SK Hynix, it's 15%. They have Seagate Technology, 6%. SanDisk, 6%. West Digital, 6%. Everpure, 3%. Penguin Solution, 3%. Rambers, 3%. And they have a Silicon Motion Technology at 3%. But the very important note is these holdings are as of August 24, 2026. These are not recommendations to buy or to sell any security. Securities and holdings may vary. This is just initial, of course, announcement. There's no guarantee that they're going to keep DRAM at 40%. They might change this. So as of now, this is an email update that I received. So they might change this, by the way. So if you go to their website, for example, you see something different, then you know that's what happens. For people who have been investing in these YieldMax ETFs, you well aware that YieldMax has a bunch of groups. YRAM is going to be put in one of these groups. We have a group one here. These are kind of like fund of funds. Pretty much DRAM is going to be not fund of fund, but it's going to be an ETF that has a bunch of stocks in it. So it's pretty much a fund. If we look at many of these ETF from YieldMax, they are a single stock ETFs. We have MRNY, Microsoft, Fiat, all these are individual stocks. Netflix. But if we look at these ones here, Chippy, GPTY, LiftG, Mini, QDTY, all of these are funds because they have a bunch of stocks in them. YMAX is only one of the YieldMax ETFs that has a bunch of these ETFs as part of its holdings. And we have a group 3, which is MSST. We have MVIT, the Nvidia. This is MicroStrategy, and this is a Tesla. These are pretty much over average kind of ETFs. That's a brand new update from YieldMax. And if we go to the market, because this again, it was incepted yesterday and it came out to the market today, you can see the range of today came at $50 and it ranged between 50 to 51. It closed at 51. So tomorrow, if Nvidia would have a good news, then we will see this going up. But if Nvidia, of course, has bad news, then this ETF will just crash. As I've mentioned, Roundhill came with DRAM a while ago. And if we look at the performance, since inception has returned 162%. Very impressive. As I've mentioned before, if you just want to get return, this DRAM is a pretty good. The only downside to this for income investors is that this one does not pay weekly or monthly distributions. It does pay annual distribution. That's the downside. So if you are a person who is looking for just growth with we don't care about how frequent you get to get your money, then you're going to like this one. It does pay, you can see here is annual, but the distribution rate is very low because this is designed for growth. Guys, for today, that's all I have to deliver. I don't have more update, but stay tuned and make sure you leave a comment on what ETFs you guys are investing. And let me know, do you guys still have these YieldMax ETFs or most of you have sold them? Let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next video. Bye bye.